ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum. Going live on a Friday. That's my song. Alrighty, let's move this guy over here. How's it going, everybody? I should be coming in live here. And today's gonna be a fun one. Because I have, there we go. I am live on Facebook. I love that. So I've been told I just need to go live and build relationships and do nice things. So I'm gonna do that and give a lot of fun stuff away for free here. Let me just make sure that I'm coming in hot to all my different platforms, which I am. Fantastic. If you guys can hear me and see me, go ahead and put a little one or a yes or something in the chat here. We're going to do something fun today. I have a client, a long-standing client that their project's been up and down and left and right and all kinds of craziness. So we're going to go and just build it all out together here live because it's how I like to get things done. I'm building out an automotive tint shop website, which is not what I would call my my forte, but it's fun. It's fun. So here we're going to go and just build it all out. I just created the subdomain. It might take a minute or two for Bluehost to kind of connect all the dots here, but I'm hoping it will. It should. And I'm not going to show all my websites here. Let's go ahead and do a tint store. This guy should connect here. How's everybody doing today? How's your Friday going? There's a lot of stuff going on fantastic right now with the Thrive theme builder. There's a lot of changes going on. Oh man, now my website's not resolving. That's no good. Hey Andre, hey Running Directions. This is gonna be open Q&A. Hopefully I'll be able to get my DNS to connect here. It might be a very short live if it doesn't. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about anything in general, I'm just kind of coming live here to spend some time with you guys and get a little bit of work done. This is a project that's been kind of looming on me for a little while, and I'm frankly just sick and tired of it. So I'm going to knock it out right now. It's going to happen. So feel free to hang out with me if you got some time. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. And let's see here. Why is this subdomain not pulling up? You also might be seeing me do some troubleshooting. Do some troubleshooting on the old web host here. Hey there, Hi, I think it is. Hi or Jai. Welcome, guys. What do you guys think about the new Thrive theme builder? I don't know if you guys are using Thrive or Elementor or Breezy, whichever systems you're using, or if you're still deciding on your own. I'm pretty pumped about it. I think it's going to be a pretty cool thing. All right, I think we might just use demo 2. Let's see, let's just delete one. This is a site that we did not pass inspection, so we're going to remove this guy and hopefully be able to create a website here. I'm just curious, how many websites do you guys have who are watching in the chat right now? Are you running with one website? Do you do this for clients? I'm curious kind of who ends up spending their time with me. I don't know if that's a good decision. I might just work with this site here. Where is this? Alrighty. Load. Tint store op.yolo window film. I might need to do some flushing of my DNS cache. I think that's what's going on here. Gonna wait a while before you play with Thrive Theme Builder. Yep, I'm probably gonna mess around with it a little bit over the weekend. Not on my production site though. I don't think that's gonna be the best decision. All right, I might just use this website here. So the project today is I want to create a WooCommerce store for an auto client. And in that store, I want to be able to offer a bunch of different window tint variations and let them book and do a deposit, down deposit, and all this fun stuff. I really want to do it on the actual domain that I want to use. And I'm just having some issues on it. All the other ones are working just fine. Tintstore.op. Why would this not be working? So this is the Bluehost back end. I use this for a lot of clients if they don't need the highest performance site. I'm quite happy with there's a problem retrieving information for your SSL. We are having something going on here. Okay. I'm impatient. I just created the subdomain just a little bit ago, so it's probably just taking its time, hooking everything up. Let's see here. Let's just do Orange Park. Let's see if this will work. If I create a new subdomain here. And if you guys have any questions about any of the fun stuff that I put up on my channel, feel free to put that in the chat. I just decided that there's a bit of frustration on this particular project. It's gone several different directions. So I just decided I'm going to go ahead and at least have some fun and do it live. So I am not going to be offended if you guys drop off since I'm just getting some work done here. All right, so it's been created. Here we go. Okay, cool. We got it. Let's do a quick login here. And let me grab this guy. All right, cool. So for this project, I want to use the Astra theme, and we'll do WooCommerce, WooCommerce bookings, WooCommerce deposits. I think just standard deposits will work here. And we're just going to go and build out a few products here. I've got some pricing guidelines and things I want to work with. So this is going to be fun here. All right, Tint Store Orlando. So here's my site. You guys are, feel free to play along. I'll make this public just because no traffic is going here. I just created the website. So feel free to go and buy some window tint from this client. We'll start out by going to themes. I'm going to use my good old faithful Astra theme. I like using them for WooCommerce stores. They just tend to work quicker, and there's so few options. It's very easy to move things around if you get a change along the way. They gave me a little logo to kind of give me some branding ideas, some branding colors here. So Tint Store Orange Park is what they want to do for their logo. It's a big square logo, which is not my preferred style. I prefer the longer, skinnier ones, but that's okay. We're going to rock with this. And normally on my demos, I would start with a starter site, but here I'm going to go ahead and just build it from scratch. I think it's going to save me the most time in redoing things and undoing things and all that. So I'm just going to see how big is this file. Again, these are files I received directly from the client. So they're actually pretty optimized. Only 140 kilobytes for the logo. It's too big. I might come back in and customize that. We're going to call this Tint Window Tint Store. Orange Park. And all I want to do is give a home page, do a quick design on a home page. Let's skip the cropping. And then we'll dive into the store functionality itself. Hello. Let's bring this guy down here. Gosh, that's a big logo. Yeah, because the text is so small, it has to be pretty big to be seen nicely. Let's remove the site title. Okay. That will be the bare minimum. All I want to do, let me just change the theme color to the blue that they gave me. I'm just going to use my favorite ColorZilla picker. And let me see if I can, let me just pick that blue. All right, so that's going to be my theme color here. Oh, build a website like Udemy. Absolutely. Actually, I have an entire tutorial on my channel for Tutor LMS. Let me finish this thing I'm working on here, and I'll show you where to go for that. Because Tutor LMS, really, I think it took its design from Udemy, and it does a really good job. All right, there we go. That's going to be the blue. Hover link color. Ooh, let me make the hover link color go to the orange. Let me grab this orange, and there we go. Link hover color. Let's make that go orange. And I'll grab you, which you asked there. So if you go to incomesh.com, and I'm going to search for Tutor LMS. I put up a huge step-by-step guide to building your own online course empire. And this walks through everything you need. And it also has videos built in. So be sure to check that out. I'll put it in the chat for both Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube. And you can check that one out there. So let's keep on keeping on. So this is going to be our very simple, clean. What page builder should I use? Should I use for this one? I'm not going to be forced into any particular one. I'm leaning towards Breezy for this client because I do think she's going to want to be able to do some things on her own. Whew, that's a risky one. Let's go with Breezy. This will also allow me to easily change the colors over time. Yeah, I hope that's helpful, Haidar. And now let's go ahead. Let's see if Breezy, for a moment, their plugin fell out of the WordPress store. Let's see. I think it's still gone. I think it's still gone. Okay, well, we're not doing that then. Elementor it is. We'll use Elementor for this page, or for this website. Bring this guy in, and then we'll set up our WooCommerce store. And we're going to have this thing going in like less than an hour. I'm confident. Alrighty. Elementor activate. Yeah, right now I don't ever anticipate Thrive working really well with WooCommerce. So if you want to do a WooCommerce store, it's just not going to be the builder for you, which is a shame because I think Thrive could offer a lot to the WooCommerce world, but they're going to stick with what they know, what they're good at. And let me go ahead and activate my Pro license as well because I want to be able to have some nice Pro. I might use a template for the homepage. We're going to see if something really sparks my fancy here. Let's get Elementor Pro uploaded. We'll come over to my huge repository of plugins. And we'll do Elementor Pro. Install, activate my license, and we're going to rock and roll. So guys, if we're going through here, if there's anything when you're building at your own WooCommerce stores that you struggle with or you would like to have some help with, if it makes sense for me to make that small little detour or rabbit hole, feel free to put that in the chat and I'll be able to walk through that as well. But I'm just having some fun doing some building and making sure that it's a valuable project at the same time. Let me go ahead and connect my license. Yes, I do license my products. I am a good person. Okay, activate. Let me just get all my fun credentials off the screen here. This is one of the examples I was playing with using the Ocean WP theme before going live here. All right, so we're active, we're live. And now, forget Jetpack, we'll do that later. Let me remove some of these plugins we don't need. And we'll update Elementor Pro since I uploaded a kind of an older version of it. Oh, I got 8 people live, and I'm just sitting here working. This is great. It's like it was under 50 degrees, and I'm in Orlando, Florida, so 50 degrees or less is a very cold day here in February. I keep expecting to start swimming again soon, and I don't think it's going to happen for a while. All right, let's hit the refresh here. Update to the latest Elementor Pro. These guys, Elementor, they keep innovating. It's hard to keep up with, but it's a job, and we got to do our jobs. All right, so we got Elementor Pro going. Let's go ahead and get WooCommerce on, and let's just get all the tools I think we're gonna need for this project. Let's install those real quick. And WooCommerce is installed. Also going to put on bookings so they can book some jobs. And I think the filtering, we're just going to use the default filtering built into WordPress for WooCommerce. Let's do United States. Ooh, I don't think I have their address. Let me get that from a different website. I'll probably have to log out for this. Here we go, About Us. Perfect. I'm going to take this off the screen just for the protection of the innocent. All right. Where are they? Orange. Just filling in the information here. I think I should be able to put this on the screen once again. Let me just make sure. Cool. Alrighty, let's get them going with Stripe and PayPal. Do not set it up. Let's do Square, and let's do PayPal. Continue. They mentioned a few other random payment gateways they're using in person. We might see those integrate in later on, but otherwise I think the standard ones will be just fine here. For shipping labels, I don't really want to ship things. Well, let's go ahead and have this here. I have somebody coming in. Hey, do you want to come in live on video? I've got child number 1. Hey, sweetheart. Daddy's working a little bit. What are you doing? Are you giggling? You need to stop giggling so much. Get out of here. Get out of here, giggle bus.
No.
Little one has a fever today, so she's staying home. Say hello to everybody.
Hey.
Hey. Daddy's building a website. Once again, don't touch this. Don't touch the microphone. I decided on Friday, this is going to be casual Friday. If my daughter's knocking at the door, I'm going to let her come in. Whether I'm live with the client, with you guys, just hanging out, having some fun. Not taking things too seriously. That's my new, stop it. Stop. Although if she taps the microphone, that's when things change. There's no tapping of the microphone. You can tap your nose. Hey, you stop that. All right. So we have our, no, stop. I will have to make you leave. I will have to make you leave. You have to be kind. We have to follow the rules. Okay. All right, so we got WooCommerce installed and set up. Hey, Neil, how's it going, man? I'm being extremely professional today, letting anybody run into the office and have a part to play here. Huh?
Daddy?
I decided today is going to be Casual Friday.
Daddy?
Hey.
I know what kind of clothes I made to wear for summer camp.
Okay.
What kind of clothes should I wear for summer camp, Daddy? You see? What kind of clothes should I wear for summer camp?
Are those the clothes? Oh, you're going to go shopping with summer camps with mommy? Yeah, those look like cool clothes.
No, I'm going to go get Johnny, but I don't know what should I wear for summer camp.
Why don't you go ask mommy?
She said this is perfect.
Yeah, I think so too. But you need to put a jacket on and some shoes.
Why?
Because it's cold outside.
Why?
Whoa. I have a mobile desk, so if they push the wrong buttons, it's okay. I'm not being too professional or anything. I decided I'm not gonna fight it. I told everybody.
Okay. That's a good brother. Come on.
I don't know.
Thank you. Sorry.
Love you. It's all right. That's called family business right there. I did notice that about 4 people dropped off as she came on. So no worries at all. I'm learning to only, taking control of what you can when things feel out of control. I think that's what Olaf says during Frozen 2. Yeah, Neil, no worries, man. Sorry about that. Anytime you have accounts on websites, things become complicated. I'm just hanging out here doing a little bit of client work for one of my long-standing clients and helping them. They want to start franchising their projects. So awesome. Mama 3, you get it. And the best thing is just take it with grace. Don't try to be like, I've been in the past where I'd like kick them out or, accidentally hit them and don't mean to, but so I'm just taking things nice and chill. All right, so far, let me just do a quick accounting. So we've got Elementor install, Elementor Pro, Facebook, because I do think they're going to want to do advertising at some point. WooCommerce, bookings, deposits, all kinds of fun stuff. We should be able to start building out our pages. So let me just build one home page. I'll probably put in a placeholder page. So let's do this one. Let's give this, we'll call this Orange Park Tint Store. Orange Park Tint Store. So it's for a store that's coming up in Orlando or Orange Park outside of Jacksonville, Florida. I'll give them some free press. I figure they'll be okay with that. And let's make sure, as with when we're setting up any new website, let's make sure that our permalink settings are correct. So we want our permalinks here to be the post name. And on the products, let's see here. shop product. I think this will be fine. Yeah, that BBC reporter where the kid comes in and he's like, the mom grabs him by the neck and pulls him out. I want to do that one day. I'll wait for my wife. She does a lot of live video as well. I'll wait for her to be on a really big, important live, and then I'll spring in and grab one of the little ones out there. All right, so our page is starting to look good. Getting the basis here. Now let's go ahead and make a design here on the page. I'll take a look. There might be a good template. I don't want to install too many template libraries onto the page, but there might be one that works for me here. Let's see here. Oh, this is a new pro magazine. Check out this. Elementary's been releasing about a new website design per month, and this looks pretty cool. Wow, I like it. I don't think that's what I want here. Ooh, photography, magazine, portfolio, agency, landing page. So many choices. I think I might just, no, that's an app. I might just build one out on my own here. I know that's going to take way longer. So bear with me as I look through what might be the right selection here. Ebook, a video. I might do this video. There's so many for mobile apps. Luxury travel. Goodness gracious. I'm not seeing anything that really strikes me as a good window tint store. That's just a coupon, right? Get your dream car. Nah. Back to library. This is why we can't have nice things. There's too many options, but nothing of what you're really looking for. So we might have to build it ourselves here. Just going to give myself one more second to scroll. Yeah, let's just build it ourselves. I think that'll be fine. I might regret this because it might take way longer than it needs to, but we're going to go for it. And I haven't built an Elementor in a while, so good to keep up on the skills. Let's head over to our default colors here. Let's make our primary color a nice gray. We also have our accent color is going to be this orange, which is from the branding. So we'll copy that orange, set that, also add that to our color picker. Primary, secondary. Do I want to make the blue? I might make the blue the primary color. Let's do some pick color history. Should be this guy. If you guys don't have, ColorZilla is the Chrome extension I'm using here. It's really, really nice. Let's just add all these my color sections. All right. Okay. So for this, we're just going to have a very simple, let's do 100. Let's have this come in here. Welcome to your car's new look. And it's going to be a tint shop, so I just want to focus on getting them into the store. Design your cars. Design your tint. Let's see. Get tinted. Let's do that. And I think this shop has already been created. So let's go here and let's look for shop. Perfect. And this text, I'm going to override this to make this white because we need a background here. We definitely need a background. Instead of margin, let's do padding. So you guys are going to see me not in teaching mode, but in doing mode. So hopefully it's not too boring. Let me know if it is, and I can see absolutely what I need to be doing differently. Let's give it a little bit of background color, and I'm going to pop over to Crello for all my images for this project because they've added a ton of new premium images. And let's just make some designs here. We'll just do, let's do like a, not a square video post. Let's do video and let's do 1920. I just want a nice video. There we go. That should work. Big image. I want to go for car. Let's look for the type of cars we have here and pull in premium car. Let's see here. Ooh, this might be nice. This might be nice. So we'll do something like this. We'll download it as a JPEG to save some size, some file size. And then we'll put a background overlay on top of it to darken it, and that'll pop just nicely. So we'll call this Tint Store Hero. And because of the way this image looks, I might make my design work with it nicely here. So let's add the image, Tint Store Hero. This file size should be nice and tiny. Let's see. Yeah, 300 kilobytes. I can work with that. Now we're going to add an overlay. Nice dark overlay. Let's see here. Okay. So obviously we need to change this text color to white. And the text of this also, we should make this white. Typography. Oops. Text color. And let's change the size. Goodness. This is extra large? I don't think that's very extra large. Let's give it a little more padding. Let's do maybe 150 or 160. Okay. That's going to be a starting place. Let me check to see. I might be able to get some nice blocks. Just want to get something going here. Let's do nice light section here. Quality window tint. I'll come and design this later. The design often takes the most time. I'm not as worried about it. I want to get the functionality going here. So at least we have a page here that we can go in and exit or enter into our store. So that's going to work here. Now let's go and make that our home page. Yes, the paradox of choice. It's a true thing. I talk to my wife about it a lot. And my wife and I have very different mentalities, very different personalities in general. I'm the guy, as you probably have learned, I want to dive in and learn everything about everything. And I feel that it helps me have more power and clout and understanding and being able to pick the right thing for the right job. Now, why did this go blue? Unfortunately, it also creates the problem of sometimes struggling to actually make a decision. And that's not good. That's not the goal. All right, so we have our very basic homepage that'll work for the demonstration here. Now I want to go to my bookings and let's create some business hours. I have a couple of little notes for this client here for what I want to do for them. I've got some pricing ideas, some general ideas. All right, so we're going to make this going to be a range of days. So for whatever reason, I've had the most success in like thinking opposite of what I would want to think when it comes to booking of your calendar. So I have to tell them specifically when not to do things. So I'll say Saturday to Sunday, they don't work. But then Monday through Friday, they're going to work from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And that is bookable. And I think that's going to do what I need it to do when I get around to booking my products or creating my products. Alrighty. Now, let's create our first product. And we're going to basically have to create, let's do attributes first. The way I'm going to work this out is they're going to be able to do several different qualities of window tint on several different attributes of car. So I'm going to have to create different attributes for the different product types. So this is going to be vehicle type. Vehicle type. And if you want this attribute to have product archives in your stores, I think so. I might change that option there. I think I want them to be able to dive in and go straight into the sedan options. I've got a master plan here. I'm not really laying it out nicely for you guys, but I've got a master plan. So vehicle type, we're going to have a sedan. I'm going to take a few skips here. We'll have a truck. We're going to have a minivan. We're going to have a full-size van. Hopefully I'm doing this in a way that I'll be able to just duplicate and be very much more efficient. To SUV. Anything else? What other car types are there? Let me know. Hadar, it's ask you about shorter URL website can make video. That's a good question. I don't know exactly what you're asking. If you want to rephrase that one, I'd be happy to help you on that one, but I don't know exactly what you're asking there. Back to our attributes. Now we're going to have tint quality. Tint quality. Sure. Let's add this attribute. We'll configure it. So we're going to say here, we're going to have YOLO Pro. YOLO is their brand. You only live once, window tint. I love it. YOLO Black. And YOLO Max. Okay, so we got that attribute. And then finally, let's also ask them window. Let's see. How many windows you want to have tinted, but that's too long. Number of windows. Windows. We'll just call it that. Let's not have an archive for that one. And here, we're going to select front 2 windows, front 2, and we're also going to offer all windows. Cool. I think that is all the initial setup we're going to need here. So I might be missing one, but I can't think of it right now. So we're going to come in and we're going to create our first. So let's just, probably the best way to do this for me. Would this work if I want to do a calendar to book calls for coaching or with clients? Yes, it would. It might not be the most optimal, but WooCommerce bookings, I would say if you already have a WooCommerce store, do this because it's one spot and you can then upsell other products and services. But if you want to be able to just focus on consulting, I would honestly recommend what I use, which is booklikeaboss.com or Calendly. I think Calendly is bigger and more well known, but I think that Book Like a Boss's system works well. Basically, the way it works is they can buy. You can fill out a form, they can give you money right through this system, and it'll automatically create your calendar and integrate with your Google Calendar and all this stuff. It's super easy to set up. I use it for hourly consulting and things like that. But if you already have a WooCommerce store and you just want to offer this as like an additional package, it's not the main core focus of your business, then this will definitely work. WooCommerce bookings can still integrate in with your calendar system. It can still do a lot of really cool stuff. It's a bit trickier to set up than other things. But it definitely does work. And yeah, this should, Dipti asked if this is going to be recorded. I am recording on my computer because I'm a digital hoarder like that, but it should also live on YouTube and Facebook for quite a while. So yes, you're good there if you want to check in and maybe bounce through because this is kind of a long process we're in here. So let's keep going here. I'm just going to find another picture of a car. Let's see here. I want to make like a product image. And oh boy, just want to find a car that looks like a good window tint car. There we go. We'll do this. Bring this guy on. Let's do a smart resize for a square. Don't want a video post, but it's okay. And I'm just going to do one of these. Make this fit. This will be kind of the generic placeholder picture I use for now. They are more than welcome to provide me images, but they haven't really provided images thus far, so I'm going to go with this. We're going to call this sedan cover photo. I also have a little marketing video I should put in on this. So we've got this going. I think products is where we were working. Here we go. All right. So for this, we're going to call this a sedan YOLO Pro. Let me get my notes here. YOLO Pro 2 windows install. And let me add an image. This will be what I just generally use for sedans here. I'm going to use square images for WooCommerce. Now I should be able. They want to set up a deposit system, so I need to remind myself to do that as well. This is going to be a bookable product. I'm not going to set up all these constraints yet. This is going to be taxable, standard. This I'm going to assume is going to take one. Can I do 1.5? 90-minute install. I think 1 hour install just sounds better. Calendar display mode, always visible, requires confirmation. Confirmation is where at the checkout, they're not going to give you any money. You can approve it and then they're going to owe you money. I want them to actually pay a deposit up front because my client is a little bit neurotic about people no-showing, which is fine. Get your sedan installed with YOLO Pro window film in only an hour. All right, cool. So availability, this should take everything that I've given it already, all the standards. And then for the video, let me have a standard video that I use here. And I've already recorded a video for these users, for this client. Let's publish this guy and take a look. While I also locate my marketing video I created. YOLO. Okay, I definitely have to take care of that sidebar. That sidebar does not belong there. Oof, that button's not the prettiest. Okay, so it looks like my availability is working correctly, where when they see it, they'll be able to click on Monday through Friday. But my timing does not look like it's taking correctly. So let's take a look at that. In the beginning, this is just what it is. I mean, unless you do nothing but this, you're going to run into a little bit of just checking things constantly. Let's put in the video. Let's give it a price. So we're going to want the bookable product, general costs. So this one, they only want to charge $70. So we'll update that. And let's go ahead and view it one more time. Okay, so now that's looking way better, but I still need to take a look at my timings, why that's not working correctly. WooCommerce booking, settings. I might need to change the order. 9 a.m. to 5 a.m. is bookable. Should be right. Let's just drag it up a little bit. I know I look super professional. Let me just try dragging it. Maybe that'll work. So it's bookable the entire time. Requires confirmation. Bookings, settings. So here, this is kind of what it is. I feel like it's doing the same thing where, let's see, priority. 9 overrides 10s. Let's try that. Hey Stratos, today we're working with WooCommerce, WooCommerce bookings, WooCommerce deposits, Elementor Pro. We're setting up a service-based project for an automotive client of mine. So, and I'm struggling for whatever reason. I got it working on this guy as I was playing around with what solution I would give them. And let's see here. So under the services, let me see what I have set up here. So it's just kind of a fun, I decided I was going to work live today since I've been a bit less active this week. So you can see here, they're going to pay a deposit when they go to book, which I think is a pretty cool feature. So why is this guy working? So he's working just fine. I'm going to check to see what settings I changed. Maybe I'm just doing something I'm not thinking of. Range of days, no. 9 to 5, yes. Time range all week. That's what I have. Oh, yeah, time. I have the exact same settings. Why is this not? doing what I want it to. How's it going, Stratos? You doing all right, man? So it's good to see you here as well. And by the way, just kind of plugging as well, if you have any questions, anything that you'd like me to dive into, I'm happy to do so. I just felt like I wanted to get a little bit of work done today as well. Okay. I don't know why WooCommerce bookings. To the person who asked if they could use this for their consulting, this is why I'm telling you, you can. It's probably not your first go-to because it's a little bit tricky. All right, so here's the product. There we are. Okay, you just had to play with it a little. No, now it's going again. Okay, I will come back to that because I'm getting a little frustrated. Now let's go in and remove our sidebar on the product archives. Let's do a little bit of layout stuff here. Used car selling, nice. So for the single product, let's go to sidebar. And WooCommerce, I don't want a sidebar on the single product, but I want a left sidebar for my archives because that's how I want to do my filtering. That's going to be good. Don't like how the sorting is up there. I really don't know. Astro works great. It's just not that pretty. I don't know. Now let's go for our global container. Call me old-fashioned, but I do like the box layout. I feel like it gives me good separation. So we're going to go with that today. Alrighty. Okay, getting happier with that. This is my video. So let's go ahead and I need to get this working before I start duplicating. I know that for a fact. Let's take a look at this product here. And we also set up our payment plans. So they wanted to get half up front and half at the completion of the job. So we're going to call this half 50% down deposit. Reserve your appointment by paying 50% of the total. The rest will be accepted after the install is completed. All right, and we're going to do a 50% immediately, and we'll save the payment plan. Yeah, Ocean WP, it does look better. And that was the one that I played with Ocean WP when kind of planning to do this. It just looks better. I don't think it performs quite as well, and there's too many settings in Ocean WP, but hey, give credit where it's due. It looks better. All right, and then I want to also go to my widgets. I'm just going to go into the actual widget menu. And for the shop, I want to add a widget here to the WooCommerce sidebar where I want to be able to attributes. I want to be able to filter down the products based on the attribute. And we're going to call this select your vehicle type. And we're going to select the vehicle type here. And let's see. Do I want it to be a drop down? Let's just do a list for now. Then we'll do another one, attribute. And we'll say, select your, choose tint quality. Tint quality, list, and then finally attribute. Hey Stratus, I'm curious, since we're just kind of chatting here, what is your current, how are you getting your clients today? What are you doing paid traffic? Are you just doing word of mouth? I'm just curious to see how people are getting their inbound leads coming in. And then how many windows should we tint? All right, publish that. I'll probably need to add a few more products before this really makes a lot of sense, but that's what I want to do. Now, for this product, let me go in and select my attributes, since that's why that's not showing up. So we'll do vehicle type, add sedan. We'll do, oops, not custom. No. Tint quality, add, and this is going to be Yellow Pro. And finally, number of windows, we're going to do 2 windows. Save attributes. I do wish that it was that the default WooCommerce bookings software allowed you to do variable bookings. I have not found a good way to do it yet. Is my site doing all right? Yeah, my site's doing well. You know, it's if my site's not doing fantastic, it's my own darn fault, because I sometimes get a little bit scatterbrained and spend my time too much between doing client work and focusing on my own brand. But yeah, it's doing great. Thanks for asking, man. This should work all right. You don't see my kids on the back here? Here we go. There they are. I got all 3 of them back there. Just a little bit smaller. All right, now let's go ahead and let's make a new product just to make sure that our filtering is working the way I want it to. We'll come into this one, edit the product, and let's just come back here and clone. Duplicate. I also need to set up upsells and cross sells. So let me do that as well, since that's going to save me a lot of time. So let me come back to this. And for this one, I want to create a very simple kind of standard upsell and cross sell sequence. So they're going to have an upsell of remove, or not an upsell, this is going to be a cross sell, tint removal. Already have window tint on your vehicle. Our professionals will remove it quickly and safely prior to your installation. And they want to charge $70, $125 for this, $125. I guess it's a lot of work. And taxable is going to be standard. Deposits are going to be inherit store-wide settings. Yes, deposits are required. This should be the percentage. Let me just make sure that this is hooking everything up correctly. Yes, here, store-wide deposit configurations. Yes, deposits are required. Deposit type is going to be 50%. Default deposit selected item. Ooh, default. Oh, yeah, they can pay in full. Sure. Sure, that'll work. So deposits should be working nicely. And let's give this an image as well. So let's go and find, let's do like a mechanic. All right. No, no mechanic. Automotive. Oh, because I'm here. Mechanic. There we go. This guy's going to be our tint remover. Cool. He's going to be our tint remover. This will be our JPEG. Tint removal. All right, so here, let's go into the product image. Add this guy in. Here my other kiddos are home. So I'll probably be stopping this live pretty soon. But this is probably going to be a fully functioning project in just a minute. So if I check this out, this is going to be a cross-sell for all of my products. That looks good. Pay a 50% deposit per item. Perfect. All right, so let's edit this, and we'll just add a cross-sell. Linked product, cross-sell, remove. Boom. And the general way this sales process is going to work is there's 3 different levels for every vehicle type. So there's going to be upsells where if they're selecting the low level, I'm going to try to upsell them here to the higher level. And here's the related products. So let me select some time. Boom, booking cost, book it now. Added to the cart. So this should be showing me, there we go, you might be interested in. And I've got this silly left sidebar. So let's remove that left sidebar. Come here, sidebar, no sidebar. Cool. All right, tint removal. They can see this. Yeah, I might be going to Ocean WP. This is, for WooCommerce, it's too basic. It doesn't look very good, honestly. But we're going to rock and roll with this for now. Now let's just quickly go in and to our products. Let's create the high level product, which is going to be called YOLO Max 2 windows install. We're going to give this a category. Let's just call this a film. YOLO Max. In the parent category. And we'll call this a category of sedan as well. Okay, so it's got some categories. Let's increase the price here. So they say that's going to be roughly around 120. That'll be 120. Linked products. Cross-sell again, the removal. And there's no upsell for this one because it's already the highest level. So we'll publish this. Okay. And we'll come back to our products. And let's clone this guy one more time. Yeah, this is the official WooCommerce booking plugin that I'm using here. And let's duplicate this one more time. Let's duplicate max. And we'll make it the mid-level range, mid-level tier. Black. So here the cost is going to be somewhere between those. So let's say 100. Let's do 97. No, 100. I don't think they're really marketing like that. And for this one, we want to do the upsell for the sedan max. Sedan max 2 window install. And we'll publish. I've tried the youth booking, and the design didn't look that nice. I think you're right though. I think it does do variations a bit better. I couldn't remember if I couldn't get the Google Calendar integration to sync correctly or something didn't work the way that I wanted it to. All right, so here it has the upsell option down here. And if I go to book it, got to figure out this timing thing. The pricing is correct. Adding to cart. And it'll also give me that option there. Cool. Shipping. I need to remove shipping on this. Ooh, how does it help in tax planning prep? Good question. So WooCommerce itself doesn't do anything to help you with your tax planning. It can do a few things depending on which extensions you get. Yeah, Book Like a Boss is my go-to as well, Neil. For tax planning, a couple things you can do. For example, for this client on a different project, we use the payment processor, which is hooked up. We actually use an Intuit QuickBooks payment processor so that all their bookings go, all their revenue and stuff goes directly into QuickBooks. They handle all their taxes in QuickBooks. WooCommerce does give you a tax area where you can include prices inclusive of tax, exclusive. There's a ton in this. WooCommerce is one of the biggest e-commerce platforms, so there are certainly tax solutions within WooCommerce, but finding the one that works well for you it really depends on your own specific business. What I like personally is using ThriveCard or a software as a service. Sometimes they simplify a lot of that tax stuff where essentially I can hit a button and export all the transactions I would need to send over to my accountant at the end of the year. So that one is nice, but again, specific types of clients that need very certain things. You can just go in here and go to plugins, add new, and search for something like WooCommerce tax. I'm not making any specific recommendations on which ones to use or to avoid. I would do what you would do and look at the reviews and do some research and all this. And there's going to be some that will allow you to get some additional things, but you're probably going to be integrating in with like for example, EU VAT compliance assistant. I'm not going to make any recommendations on this. Luckily, this is a local business, so this works out for me. All right, so I'm going to take a break and let my wife come in and get a little bit of work done. But at this point, I needed to go and change the attributes for each one. Let me do that real quick here. So instead of YOLO Pro, let's make this YOLO Black. The goal here is a user can come in and they can pretty quickly and easily click a couple buttons and select down their vehicle type, what tint they're looking for. All right. So let's set that one up. And let's go to the Pro. Let's go to our sedan category. And let's go to the Max. And let's edit this and make this also Max. So now, absolutely, Dipty. I hope that was helpful. All right, so now we can check it out. Come into our store. And now they should be able to either just filter down to sedans only, which I don't have any other options just yet. And they can also see YOLO Black, and maybe we might want to add some lower quality. And that'll help them pick exactly what they need. And how many windows should we tint? I need to also change that widget to show the correct attribute we're looking for here. So we'll come to widgets, WooCommerce widget, windows. And now here we go. So now we'll be able to have this very quick little wizard over on the side, and that'll take all the different variations which they're going to have to do this the right way, and they'll be able to go in just the right way. So I'm going to take a break here. If you guys think of any way of doing this easier or cleaner, please let me know. I always try to use the fewest number of plugins, and I try to use more official plugins when possible. But there's a smarter way of doing this, and aside from just doing this little wizard on the side and selecting through and doing the upsells, feel free to let me know. I'm going to sign off for a little bit. That's pretty cool. I had like 10, 12 people on at a time, and I'm just sitting here doing my job. So I'll talk to you guys soon. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you guys on the next stream. Take care.